feel like I've been waiting since I started YouTube for this car to come out, even though I didn't know it existed back then. One of my first experiences with a Porsche was with a GT4, which was around 5 years ago now. I made a video on my channel talking about my pure love for the GT4. Fast forward a few years later, I managed to buy my first 718 GT4. Now, I had heard talk about the possibility of a GT4 RS since some time. I honestly was never sure if it was going to happen or not. So to be standing here now with the GT4 RS, I just feel like it's such a special moment, not just in car history, because I think this could be the pinnacle of sports cars, of pure fun, emotion, passion, just thrilling excitement, possibly one of the most fun cars you can drive on the road today. It feels just like a very special moment, not just because of the car, but because of where I started on my channel, how I've always talked about the GT4, how I've always loved this car. I also feel maybe a bit emotional because I know that this is the peak. I know there's not going to be anything above this. I know that, well, don't know for sure, but probably after this it's going to be fully electric. So it's kind of weird when you feel like you hit that peak. And all I want to do is enjoy the car. And luckily Porsche Switzerland have been very generous with me, with giving me this car for a nice amount of time. So I have plenty of time, which is why I'm not worried about it raining today. I've started to accept the bad weather. It's been bad weather over the last year and I used to fight it a lot. And now I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm embracing the rain, as you can see, standing here in my t-shirt. And I honestly just don't care. I'm going to make the best of the situation no matter what the weather. I'm going to drive the car. I'm planning to do a whole GT4 RS series. So over the next week, I'm going to film 4, maybe 5 videos of the GT4 RS series. I'm going to try and explore every possibility with this car: road trips, mountain passes, daily driving, German Autobahn. I'm going to try and do as much as I can with it. So now is your chance. If you want to see anything specific with this car, comment below, because I can read through the comments and see what you guys would actually like to see. And yes, there will be videos without talking, just pure sound, that is for sure. Quick walk around on the car. I say quick because I am actually starting to get quite wet now and would like to get in the car and get driving. But GT4S, I feel like there's a million things I want to say about this car right now, but at the same time I want to say nothing and just take in the car. I know some of you might not understand why I think this is so special, but for me it is the dream car. It is, I would imagine, the most special car I'm going to drive this year. So far, nothing negative to say. Obviously, loving every single detail. This would actually fit onto my GT4. Very tempting, but probably very expensive. I do love the swan neck carbon wing. The exhausts look spectacular as well, much more exciting than mine. I really like the black outer lining with Porsche on the top as well. You can see the nice titanium cage through the glass as well, because it does have the Weissach package. Now this is a big highlight for me. This is something that I've been crazy excited about. The air scoops, the carbon air scoops on the side of the car, just sucking in huge amounts of air, creating one of the best sounds I've ever heard. And as I said, I've not even pushed the car yet, just drove here quite normally, but holy moly, you're going to hear for yourselves very soon. Straight away reminded me of a BMW M3 CSL. Now, if you've ever heard an M3 CSL, you know it's famous for the carbon airbox, and this has a hint of M3 CSL combined with a GT3, which, if you're a petrol head, you will know is the dream. So it's in the launch color, the Arctic Grey. I actually do very much like it. The blue wheels as well, I think these look fantastic. More so the design of these wheels are just so cool. And as you can see, now they have put center locks on the GT4. First time a GT4 has center locks on. Oh god, this car is just I'm just going crazy for this car. You know what, let's go for a drive. In the excitement of starting today's video, I did forget to mention today is another classic coffee run. I thought what better way to get to know the car, get the first impressions of the car. As you all know, the conditions are not good today, so just taking it easy. This is the first GT4 RS on the road in Switzerland, and I'm driving it. So I'm the first person to receive the GT4 RS in Switzerland. I do owe Porsche Switzerland a big thank you for this, because, well, I definitely feel very privileged. I know there's going to be a lot of very jealous people checking out my Instagram stories over the next days that, yeah, are going to probably hate me a bit, but that's totally fine. I hate myself a bit now as well, because this is special. This is so special. Just listen to this. The downshifts. The downshifts. I've never heard a sound like that in my life. Not even on the GT3 RS. I love that sound. That is one of the coolest sounds I've ever heard, and this is where I mentioned at the beginning of the video the M3 CSL. Normally I would never, or I never have compared a Porsche to a BMW. Not that I'm comparing them at all, actually. It's just about the carbon airbox sound. It does not get much better than that. I think the sound on the inside on this car is without a doubt better than the sound on the outside. I'm gonna like this car far too much. Far too much. This is not good. I can already feel it. This is not good. I mean, this is good, but the fact of how much I'm gonna like this car is not good at all. Don't even need the windows open, because I've got everything coming in right behind me, snorting its naughty carbon airbox back there. Holy moly. And it's even stopped raining, going through some clouds. This looks super pretty. I love that low cloud line. Looking good outside. Go with the flow. That's the best thing I've learned over the last couple of years, with the difficulties of everything. And then if it wasn't something, it was the weather. Now I'm just easy. Go with the flow. It's raining today, no problem. We'll go for a cruise, go and get some coffee, and we'll enjoy the car using more power on another video. Let's try with the window down though. I think I'm gonna hear more road noise than anything. Yeah, the sound is really just coming from here. Having the window down is actually not really benefiting anything. Oh, okay, there. I did hear it a bit then. In a couple of corners, as some of you will know, is my wall that I test exhaust sounds on cars. So then we will find out how it sounds. As maybe you can see, I'm changing gear with my right hand down here. I love doing that. Since I'm driving my PDK GT4, I would say 80% of the time using my right hand down here instead of the paddles. Don't ask me why. I'm just finding it hugely satisfying. Okay, here's my wall, let's give it a go. Yeah. That sounds like a pure race car. Like, really like a race car. Holy cow. Just giving 50% on the throttle because of the wet roads, but already it's loud. It is loud in here. Holy. Oh, look at that. The roads are getting patchy, dry spots. Oh. You can already feel the rear slightly slipping then. Just very careful on the throttle today. This car is just it's I have so much to say right now. So much to say about this car, but I'm just enjoying it too much. So we can talk about the details in another video, because right now I'm just playing. I'm just a kid. Well, I feel like a kid, obviously. I'm not a kid. I feel like a kid in his dream toy. In what more do you want? It just does not get much better. Or maybe it just does not get better. I just don't know how it gets better than this. Oh, wall, cheeky wall. Let's get some of this sound. She's a screamer. She is a screamer. And I like her very much indeed. That is what I'm talking about. Come on. Porsche, you have just... Oh my God. Okay. Calm down, Luke. Calm down. It's only day one. You've got all week to enjoy it. Let's go and get some coffee.